Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Sampson Tabbytite, who will fight on Synergy FC 19 March 1st. Hello, Samson. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing good today. Just hanging out. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking the invitation. And in just a few weeks, you will have probably the biggest fight of your career because you will fight for pro title in a quite big organization because Synergy if FC is a really good one, and you will fight against a kind of veteran of the sport. So if you can tell me how do you feel a few weeks before this fight, and what do you think about the opponent that you have?
Um, I feel good. I've been training for a long time, and it's definitely a step up in competition. He's like you said, he's a vet. He's been around for a long time. I know he's done bare knuckle. He's done MMA, Muay Thai. He's got I think he's on a 3-fight win streak. All three coming by finishes. So I know he's gonna be a tough opponent, and I'm looking forward to the matchup. I think we matched it pretty well for the most part, as far as like our size or like even our styles. I know he's a southpaw, but like we have similar fighting styles as well.
And on the paper, it seems to be a really, really interesting, like exciting fight because you are a very good striker. He can strike too. So I think that it will be good, like mostly probably a striking matchup.
Yeah, definitely. I have been working on my ground game. Obviously, it is MMA, so I'm prepared to go wherever I need to get the win. I am primarily a striker, so that's where I want to be at. I know he's primarily a striker too. As I watched his last few fights, he's really good at using his range, his speed, and that's how I fight as well. Like I said, we have similar fighting styles. Um, I think I do have a little bit of an edge on the ground if it does go that way. So yeah,
Yes, but in the end, even if the like two primarily strikers are fighting, this is good probably to mix some takedowns or even attempts just to make your opponent think about your next move.
yeah, definitely. You gotta mix it up and as a shooting a takedown or even just showing that look of a takedown can throw off the game and make them rethink and stuff like that, and then it allows you to get off your shots more as well. So I think just mixing it up and fighting my fight and not getting overzealous for the most part. Just stay cool, calm, and collected, and don't get no brawl. Like anybody can get caught, so definitely not trying to brawl it out. Just technical, you know.
And what do you think can be next for you after this fight? Because right now you are on the fights winning streak, so I think that is a quite impressive accomplishment. And with a win, what do you think? Do you think that maybe some like bigger promotion can contact you?
Yeah, definitely. My manager Dorothy Foz, she's been hit up by a few promotions. I fought for Peak FC. I think she said LFA's reached out, but I'm already signed for this fight, so that's a possibility as well. Right now, I'm just trying to get to the Contender Series. I win this belt, it'll put me at 6-1. This is my first MMA title. I do have a Muay Thai title for Freedom Fighter Promotions, and then I won a kickboxing 8-man tournament. So I won their 135-pound title for Xtreme Fight Night here in Tulsa. I think last June or yeah, it's been a while, but so I got a kickboxing title as a pro and a Muay Thai title as a pro. So this will be my first MMA title as a pro, and I think I'm on a 10 fight winning streak overall, 5 fight in MMA. So I'm just hoping like I get a good performance, maybe maybe a finish or something, and get that call. I heard Synergy FC, two of their champions got called the Contender Series, so hopefully with a good performance I can get a call for that too.
And I think that winning a title is also quite important because in the end, you of course have these belts in other sports, but in MMA it will be your first one. So probably it also will be a big thing for you to be a champion in three different sports.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll I'm well rounded overall. I'm like I said, primarily a striker, but I've trained at the Factory Grappling Club for a long time, working on my wrestling, working on my jiu-jitsu. So because my MMA, my amateur MMA debut, I kind of like I didn't have any gym I trained at the time. I was 4-2, but my sixth fight was MMA, and I ended up getting taken down and then choked out in the third round. But I did good. The guy, he was really good wrestler. He wrestled in high school. I don't have no background. I didn't start training until I was 22 years old. I started fighting at 21. I did it kind of backwards, but here I am. It's paid off. I got a good gym now, so you know.
And I saw that on your IG that like recently trained with Jimmy Flick, who's like a great, absolutely great grappler in the flyweight division. So probably it also can give you some confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Jimmy the Brick Flick. He's a UFC flyweight. We got a bunch of good flyweights on the at the gym at Forza Combat Sports right now. We just got a good squad all together. Flyweights, 35ers, 45ers, 55ers. We got bare knuckle champions, Muay Thai champions. I'm also sharing a card with two of my flyweight teammates. Jeff Wilton, he's doing an MMA fight the same night, and then my buddy JoJo, he turns 18 this month, so he's making his MMA debut. He just won the IFMA gold medal this past year for Muay Thai, so we're excited to see his transition to MMA. And yeah, we got a good team. We're just training up, trying to keep winning and keep working to the top.
And right now, the MMA is like your favorite sport because you competed in like different sports before. So is it MMA the favorite one, or do you prefer like kickboxing or Muay Thai?
I like MMA. I think it suits me a little bit better. I do like striking fights. I do like uh I want to get into boxing sometimes. I just like the competition, even grappling. Like I've done a few cage grappling matches. I've done a couple jiu-jitsu tournaments. So I'm just all about competing. I don't necessarily have a favorite. My goal is the UFC, so the only thing that they really look for is MMA fights. So right now I'm just building my MMA record, and so hopefully I'll get a call soon and I can go show out on the Contender Series and represent there.
And for now, what in your opinion is the most like challenging aspect of the sport of fighting and training?
Well, probably like I got two kids, so like it is time consuming. Um, I take care of my kids, take them to school all the time. I do have family, so it's and I don't like missing stuff. Like growing up, I didn't have like my dad and my mom were always there. Yeah. So I try to be there as much as I can for my kids. So uh, not being able to spend time with them as much as I want would be probably the most challenging for me. But as far as the fighting and just training in general, like I just love the training, and it's a stress reliever. I always feel great after I get done training, and it's just fun. I'm glad I found this sport. Like it was kind of just dropped. Like I didn't really go out looking for it for the most part. Like it kind of like I knew a buddy, his uncle. He said his uncle used to manage fighters and stuff like that, and I was talking to him at work, and I was like, I just want to see where I'm at, see what I can do. And I guess he contacted, he told his uncle about me. I ended up running into him at a Walmart, and we got to talking. He's like, if I get you a fight, we fight. He's like, I can get you in contact with people. He said he didn't want to manage anybody or do anything like that anymore, but he would help me get started. His name was Jerry Deere, and he got me in contact with my current manager right now. She got me in contact with my first gym, the Factory Grappling Club. You know, it was just kind of like a long shot almost. Like I wasn't really planning on it. Like I said, I didn't train or anything like that. I just worked out a lot. I never really been into partying or drinking for the most part. I do occasionally, but like normally it's after a fight or birthday or something like that. But I just like staying active.
So in the end, it was a like great choice for you because you are on the very nice winning streak, and who knows what's gonna happen in next like year on or even the few months. So it probably was a good one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad I found it. Like I said, I didn't even think I would make it as far as I have, and you know, it's just crazy how the life works and just everything works in general. You never know what you can accomplish unless you just put your mind to it and just stay consistent. Really, it's just consistency. Like I said, I don't have a wrestling background or a training background. I played third grade basketball, fifth grade football, moved around a lot. Me and my brothers, we went into foster care for a little while until my mom got us back, and then like we didn't really have a shot at playing sports or anything. I ended up dropping out of school, so I didn't finish school. Uh, I dropped out so I could help my mom pay bills. So I was working, and like I don't complain about my life. I know there's plenty of other people and that have way worse than I have it. So like I don't complain. Like, but we all have our problems, and like that's why we're fighters for the most part. I think you have to go through certain things in order to be a great fighter, or even to just want to do it. You know, um, I think that's why like I kind of fell in love because like most of the people you meet during fighting have the same similar backgrounds as you. So I think I just fit right in when I started trading.
And about your next opponent, because he's a kind of veteran, he got a lot of fights in MMA. Did you have to chance to like watch him and analyze his style on, or you more of the guy that you are just focused on your own abilities and skills?
Um, I don't do a whole lot of film watching. I leave it to my coaches, and uh, then they address that in the training room. But I have watched I think his last few fights, a couple fights from some years ago. But for the most part, I just if I can make it my fight, then I'm fine. I'm not really too worried about uh how they're gonna come 'cause everybody switch it up. He could be training differently. He could be, working on ground. He can be, doing anything else just to throw me off. So I really just try to go in there and fight my fight. I don't really film watch a whole lot.
And you also have a lot of like experience in MMA overall in combat sport. But sorry, I believe that something like disconnected.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So
you have like a lot of experience in MMA in overall in combat sports. But what do you think is like one like really underrated skill in MMA that people really don't use and that they should to be successful?
um definitely cardio. A lot of people don't I think especially on like a regional level, a lot of people I don't think use it as an advantage. Just making sure you're consistent with your running, consistent with your sprints, everything like that. Making sure you're in the gym training. A lot of a lot of people on the regional scene don't do that. So I kind of fell in love with the training and stuff like that. And running, like I didn't run a whole lot growing up, so like it was like even now I don't really like. The hardest part is getting out there and start running, but once I'm running, it's fine. Like it feels like I can go all day, and then like you just feel great afterwards. But yeah, cardio I think is like a big aspect that I think gets left out. And then just working on the small things, everybody wants to be flashy and do a whole bunch of spinning stuff or whatever. And it's cool, but like just working on the basics. And I think the basics win fights most of the time anyway. So that's how I'm really good with my jab, my straight, my distance management. Um, just real tech. I try to be more technical now, and yeah, like more of a technical brawl. I don't like to brawl, but like just technical fighting.
And actually, you are quite tall for the flyweight division. And do you think about going up to bantamweight?
I've thought about it. I don't really walk around heavy. I am kind of taller. I'm like 5'8", in between 5'8" and 5'9". So I am kind of taller for my weight, but like there's some 6 foot 125ers. I think that's crazy to be honest, but uh I think there was one in the UFC. He's really big, and so I don't think I'm the biggest. And then the 35ers, some of them, they're walking around close to 60 or 70. I'm like, I don't see how y'all cut that much weight. Like my normal walk around weight is in between 40 and 45. So like, but on fight week, I'll try to make like that Monday, I try to wake up under 140. And then I think after I rehydrate, I don't think get up over 140. I think I'm still in that high 30s, in between 35 and 40 range when I rehydrate. So I'm not a very heavy flyweight either.
So if you are like between 140 and 145, probably the flyweight is the best weight class for you.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what it is. Everybody thinks I'm a lot bigger than I am. I guess it just looks that way. But yeah, I walk around between 40 and 45 most of the time.
And outside of fighting, what do you like to do in your free time?
Um, Really, I just spend time with my family. I don't really go out a whole lot. Um, I got my fiance. We're trying to get the kids into sports now. We're trying to get them into wrestling so that they have that as a base and stuff like that. And I really don't do a whole lot. Um, I spend time with I got 2 dogs, 2 cat. I got animals and stuff. I got a lot of brothers and nieces, nephews. So we just try to spend time with family for the most part. Um, I do like going outside in nature, like hiking and stuff like that. We'll take the kids sometimes, take the dogs for walks. We watch movies. I'm a big, I don't know, I watch a lot of TV shows for the most part and like movies. I try to get the kids to watch the old movies that I watch and seeing which ones they like and which ones they don't. But uh, for the most part, they like what I like, so I'm able to just chill and hang out with them, and then share some of my childhood with them too.
And what kind of movies like comedy movies, something like this?
Yeah, like well, I grew up watching a lot of martial arts movies. Bruce Lee, of course, Jet Li, Jackie Chan. Uh, I was born in '95, but like I have uh 5 older brothers, and my oldest brother, he's like where there's a 21-year age gap between us, so he's 50, and then my other brothers are a little older too. So I grew up watching older stuff, so like Three Ninjas, Kickback, like the kids type movies, Surf Ninjas, all the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, and so whenever I get a chance to watch that with the kids, I do. Um, and then yeah, just old martial arts movies for the most part, and then especially the kid one. Like if there's kids involved, it makes it funner for my boys too. So uh, we get to enjoy that together.
And one last question, because I think that right now we are in a really good position to challenge for the like bigger opportunities. Do you think that there is a chance that you will get a like contender series shot this year?
Definitely. My goal this year is to be in the UFC. So, one, two more good performances, land me a shot on the Contender Series, and then I show out there and get my contract. So my goal is this year to be in the UFC, and I just got to keep working hard and stay focused, and keep winning. Um, obviously, I'll be 30 like 3 days after my next fight, so I'm not young anymore. But I know like I can still fight for a long time. So I said UFC is my goal. I did apply for the Ultimate Fighter this year because they were going for flyweights and welterweights, I believe. But uh, I guess they got a bunch of requests and stuff like that, and I just didn't have the experience as a lot of other fighters, so I didn't get picked. So I'm trying to show everybody that I don't care who made it on the show or whatever. Like, if I would have made it, I was gonna win it. So right now I'm just setting that, trying to prove that I'm ready for whatever. And after this next fight, uh, I plan to show everybody. I'm not playing around. Like this is like my only goal right now is to make it to the UFC. Like I don't have backup plans. I don't do nothing else but train, fight, and work on what I'm working on right now. So I don't really have a backup plan. This is my goal, and I know I'm gonna make it this year. I know that for a fact. It's just waiting on the timing. No injuries or staying healthy. So as long as I'm healthy and ready to go, I think I'll be in there this year.
And actually, like flyweight division outside of the UFC in the like regional promotion, I think that it might be even the like best weight classes, best weight class because there are a lot of talents there in the like many promotions. So I think that like level of flyweights on the regional scene can be quite similar to the level of the UFC fighters.
Yeah, definitely. And so I train with Jimmy the Brick Flick. He's a UFC fighter right now, and we give each other good rounds. I've helped him out plenty getting ready for his fights, and then he vice versa. He's helped me out for a long time, helping me just continue to get better and level up. His work ethic is crazy too. So and he's got a crazy life. So like it's cool. We got similar stuff going on, and so we're both rooting for. We're in the same weight class too, so it's not. We don't have any like competition for the most part. We just trying to get each other better. Like we don't have no animosity or anything like that. It's just teammates, and we're working to get our lives better. He's already in the UFC, and my goal is to get to the UFC, and then so if we're both in there at the same time, I think that'll be cool, and we can maybe fight on the same card one day or something like that.
Okay, Samson. So many thanks for the conversation. I hope that in just few weeks you will get this title and we can see you in the Contender Series later this year.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, really, thank you for reaching out.